We're careening down Hecate Strait under grey skies after dragging anchor in a squall the night before.
Okay, not the way anyone wants to wake up. Anchor was dragging.
But there's good things ahead. We're en route to meet a new friend, a man our age who lives on the rugged shores of northwestern Canada. A man who makes a living from the sea.
Hello, I'm Leo. I'm getting ready for fishing for the season coming up, for the Skeena sockeye runs.
Beachcombing and fishing used to be a way of life on this coast, but times and tides change and there's far less of both now. So it's rare to meet a person like this, a young person figuring it out and making it work, whose main idols are on VHS tapes from a different era. But of all the ways there are to live on this planet, I'd say that this man has quite a few things figured out. A boat, some fishnets, and a great collection of business logs. Join us as we sail down the northwestern coast of British Columbia, stop into a unique small community, and meet a new friend with an old way of life.
Okay, I'll show you the plan here.
I'm Maya, and this is my husband, Aladino. We're sailing from northern British Columbia all the way to Mexico aboard our restored traditional sailboat, Magic Carpet 2. Join us every Friday for a new tale from the sea. This is South to the Sun. We left Welcome Harbour on the northwest coast of Porcher Island after an eventful night.
Anchor was dragging. There's some really intense gusts from the south.
And luckily I caught it in time.
We felt a bit wounded by Welcome Harbour, which hadn't exactly given us the welcome that it promised. I think I can literally hear the swell on the beach on the other side.
Oh yeah? Well, it's so close. Yeah.
So we had quite a blow, and now there's very little wind. So I think the sea's is probably going to be pretty unpleasant out there. In just terms of there's probably going to be residual swell.
Well, I'd be curious to see it. Some places it might change quickly. It's not that deep. And then basically we'd be going along the beach that we saw, that we hiked to.
Yeah.
And go south, and then we have two options here between, well, there is Freeman Pass or Absalom is in Bay, and it's protected from the northwest because that's where the next blow's gonna be from.
Well, northwest is good. That'll help our journey.
Yeah.
It's the south winds that, and so that means the weather might get better too if northwest is coming.
A
Good.
little bit of sunshine.
Yay.
Look, it's coming.
Oh yeah, a little bit of blue.
Okay, shall we?
Yeah. After dragging anchor, we had moved to a different spot, and there our anchor stuck firm. But as we drew it up, we could see why. Everything was encased in a thick and rancid mud.
I see this as another benefit for a bowsprit. The mud is staying in its own realm.
Yeah.
Well, I guess a little bit goes on deck. Nice, there we go. Free.
Huh?
Yeah, there we go.
With the anchor up, we had to navigate out of the maze which surrounds Welcome Harbour.
That's quite the pinch point there.
Yeah, that was a little stressful.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Yeah, do you know, it's not just the rock that I see,
No,
but it's
I know.
also, there is one right in the middle of the channel. That's why I had to hug the shore so much. Yeah, but all good. Even with 2 knots of current against us. We are out of the labyrinth, and I see the big long beach to my left as we are skyrocketing past it. Stumbled on my words because it's not quite the truth, I guess. Yeah, what a nice contrast though. It's nice and sunny. There is a bit of swell still, but it's actually from the northwest, so that's where it blew from this morning. When we dragged anchor, it was a southerly, so the southerly one has abated. And now we just have this island next to us, but yeah, I think we're picking up wind again on the other side, so time to start the voyage. Here we go.
The wind soon picked up, and we sped southwards. Now, a few weeks ago, if you've been following along this adventure, you may remember our encounter with Ocean.
It would be very easy to feel quite marooned on a little island, but I found that living next to the sea, it feels like it connects me to the rest of the world. From here I can go to Haida Gwaii, or Hawaii, or Polynesia, or New Zealand, or Europe, and truly these waters go all over the world.
A lot of you left us beautiful comments about Ocean, and we can only agree with them all. Anyone lucky enough to be in her orbit is better for it. So now, on our journey south, we absolutely had to stop in to visit Leo, Ocean's brother. Leo hails from the community of Una River on Porcher Island, a boat access-only town that was settled by Swedish immigrants over a century ago. To get there, we had to sail down the west coast of Porcher Island before curving back up into Una River. Before we got to Una River, Leo came out on his boat to visit us in a beautiful anchorage. In tow, he had a few logs, which he was quick to classify as personal logs for personal projects, as opposed to business logs, which he also collects and sells.
If it's easier, you can hop on the log too.
Oh yeah?
Oh, maybe, probably. Here, let's go like this. I'll pull this in just a bit. There we go.
Surprising.
There you go. You got her.
Yeah, it doesn't even roll that much.
Drive her in. Oh. Okay, now we do a staple on the other side. That'll keep it together.
I see.
Yeah, you got her. Look at this, you're natural. We gotta get some dog legs for your skin. Yeah, sweet. And then I just go like this.
Yeah.
I just head back.
All these clever tricks. Let's get to see it from somebody who knows.
Yeah. Well, the only reason to do this is like if you don't do this when you're towing, they'll just go like.
Yeah.
Well, even the slight curves, like they'll go all over the place,
totally.
and it's just like yeah. Oops. There's quite a bit of current here.
Leo does all sorts of things. He's a fisherman, a boat builder, and a beachcomber. And right away, he started telling us about one of his biggest inspirations, the Beachcombers TV show. So Leo was telling us about this show, quite reasonably assuming that we'd never seen it. But it turns out I'm from Gibson's, the place where this show was filmed. And even though The Beachcombers was far before my time, it was such a popular show in Canada that Gibson's is still riding the high from its brush with fame. The Persephone is in fact, to this day, on display in the middle of Gibson's. So of course, Leo found that quite interesting, and we found it very interesting to meet a modern-day beachcomber. A little while later, we sailed up towards Una River to visit Leo again, this time in his home port. This might be the dreamiest day out on the water, and I certainly don't want to give you the false impression things are always like this. Our last episode actually was a good example of dragging anchor in a squall at 5 in the morning, but these are the days that make it all worth it. Just sort of drifting downwind under headsail alone. I've got a cake in the oven, and so the whole cockpit is filled with the smell of cake baking. The sun keeps coming out in moments. Sometimes a cloud covers it, but then it comes back out again. So all in all, pretty great day. I mean, I just was playing my fiddle. I wrote a new tune. Woke up to sunshine this morning. I mean, it rarely gets much better.
Okay, we're at the mouth of the Una River, and oh my god. If we didn't have friends here who told us that we can get in here, we wouldn't be attempting it just based on what Navionics tells you, because Navionics basically says it's too shallow.
Well, I mean, it is. It dries out completely at low tide.
Yeah, but now with the tide, should be possible. We haven't touched yet, but whoa, depth just went to 5 meters, so we'll see how.
Let's ease up on the throttle even more, hon.
We'll see how it goes.
Just in case, so we don't wedge ourselves in.
Looking around at this seemingly wide open bay, you may wonder why we were making such a fuss. Well, this is the same bay at low tide, and that might answer your question. Nobody goes anywhere at low tide in Una River.
As there is float line to hang here. Pretty much it, you got her. Sweet. Nice.
We found Leo on the dock, where he was preparing his nets for sockeye season.
Yeah, just mending some nets with Aladino. I think by the end of it, she'll be convinced to come commercial fishing with me. Okay, so we got the really good net put away, so we don't have to do any mending to it. That'll be for the good peak season days. This one, we don't really know how long it is. I do know it's short, so we're gonna see if we can flake it out, get a measurement on it, and then hopefully splice a piece onto it. We might do some creative splicing. I'm not very good at it, but probably come up with something, I think.
Well, I already tried that one. It doesn't trust it anymore.
There we go. I'm taking that as a good omen. There's a time I was beachcombing. I went to the beach, had all my windows open, had lunch on the table. I went in, looked at a log. Log wasn't anything. I look at my boat. I'm like, oh, I think there's something in my wheelhouse. And it was a seagull. It flew in there.
A seagull?
Yeah, it took a poo on my table. I nibbled on my lunch and flew away. So, anyway.
Also good omen?
Was it? I guess so. You might see like there's a line or something. There's not. Right, there you go. And yeah, all you'll do is, it doesn't have to be perfect, but we'll just click it.
Yeah,
and then
so that it stays organized.
Totally. And then what I'll do on the other end is I'll spread it like this.
Yep, and measure.
And then we'll also be looking for holes.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, now we're checking too. Yeah.
There we go, yeah. Gill netting is, just a form of commercial fishing where fishermen go out and set these nets. Where we're going, we'll be setting 100 fathoms of net at a time. The idea is it's targeting sockeye. The idea is these nets get set, and where we're going, we can only leave them in the water for 20 minutes. And whatever hits the net, we haul in 20 minutes and hope it's all sockeye and have a good season from there. I was telling Aladino, in my mind I'm tying different clove hitches. You don't want to consider a career commercially deckhanding on the Skeena River?
Hey, I might. No, I do.
It's low pay and you can't unionize.
No, this is something I would enjoy.
Nice. Yeah, that looks good. That looks real good.
You want to trim?
Yeah. I used to have tiny little scissors.
What do you reckon, Dean? Are you having fun?
I'm having so much fun.
You gonna be a gill netter?
I thought I'm into boats. Maybe I found my calling now. No, I don't know if I'm tough enough for the other part. I can help with the nets, but
I bet you'd be surprised.
being on the water, no matter the weather, I'm a fair weather sailor.
Oh, I am too, but where we're going is only a mile wide.
Okay.
Did you notice I said where we're going? One direction. I think it has to go this way. How I got into it was all the coffee time tales here. Everyone talked about gill netting because that's what everyone used to do. And then there's a woman from Sointula who I know. She's real cool. I want to be like her when I grow up. Oh, that's depressing.
Yeah, it's ripped.
That's okay. She posted on Instagram she was looking for a deckhand for the Skeena, or for Skeena sockeye for the other year. And I reached out, I was like, I want to do it. Can I do it? Like, I'm low maintenance. I'll be in Una. I'll just come to you. And she was like, yeah, you know, position's been filled. But she was like, why don't you just do it? You have everything. Like, you have the boat. There's like gill net parts and drums in the river and then the forest. So took some parts off logging trucks, took some parts out of the river and kind of pieced together something. And then the next year I was like, hey, like, I'm out there, we're doing it. And she's like, okay, good for you. So that was last year. And yeah, just had lots of support. Definitely couldn't do it with all the different forms of support with people helping. And it's been a pretty neat experience just getting to know the community and of commercial gill netters, and yeah, it's kind of neat. Okay, this net is getting worse. We talk about fixing the gill nets, but we're out here trying to be the gill nets. We should put an arrow on it. Fish, welcome. I don't know who invented electrical tape, but I swear that is like
very handy.
Oh,
Everybody talks about duct tape.
It should be, yeah,
this is
right?
the stuff.
Yeah, like, I don't know, sometimes I feel like you could just conquer the world with like a couple rolls of electrical tape and like a knife. Like, okay, so like that.
And what's the purpose of this loop?
Well, so what happens is if you don't do this, you could let this hand go. See how that loop's bigger than the webbing of the net? Mm-hmm. If you don't do this, the tail will start to ravel up the net, and it's crazy. Okay, I think I got it here. It's crazy how far back it'll work, and it'll just spool the whole thing up.
Yeah.
So that's that on that other net, that fin. That's the same idea. But I just like this because it's really simple.
Yep.
And then also because it's heavier, it'll hopefully keep that part of the net down. Mm-hmm. But that's the idea with it. So. Okay. Anyway, I didn't invent it, but I saw it and I was like, I really like that.
Yeah.
So
nice.
Okay. Get this nicely manufactured.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be together. I think that this one might also be a recycler.
Damn, is that usually what nets come back as after a season?
When I do it. When I do it, they do. But there's like this old timer out here, Bobby, who you met. He talks about like, it's almost like the fish the holes almost catch fish in a way. Like if the fish hit the net and they can see it, and then they see maybe a gap, they kind of like, they'll maybe try to swim through the gap, but on the way through they'll get hung up. So they've noticed sometimes fishing, there will be a lot of fish around holes.
Okay.
So
maybe we should get at it with scissors instead.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, we've gone full circle. Yeah.
While the nets got mended down at the dock, we also spent some time meandering along the dirt roads and paths of Una River. Aladino and I have been thinking a lot more recently about what kind of life we want to build for ourselves in the future. A sailboat will always be part of that life, but we're also starting to think about some kind of land-based life too, a place where we can keep shelves full of books and a kitchen that fits all our friends. We like a lot of things about a lot of places, so it's hard to whittle down what's really important to us. But I think we're coming closer to an answer. A place with friends, a place where we can live a simple but true life, close to the earth and the sea and the things that can be felt in one's bones and one's soul. And in many ways, Una River was all those things, filled with kind and lovely people who became fast friends. When it was time to finally sail away and continue on south, we did so with many promises to return. A huge thank you for being here. We so appreciate you tuning in every Friday for this new series as we go south to the sun. If you enjoyed this episode, you may enjoy my book. This is The Northern Voyage, a hardcover, full-color book that I wrote over the winter describing our voyages along the BC coast last year. In it, we travel from Vancouver up to the central coast of British Columbia and then back down via the west coast of Vancouver Island. Since we are out sailing, my brother is kind enough to ship out all of the book orders, so if you order a book, it will be shipped by my brother, Dylan, who you may have met on this channel before. A huge thank you to all the names now appearing on screen for always going the extra mile to make sure that Magic Carpet keeps being produced. And a really big thank you to all of our patrons, without whom this just wouldn't be possible. We are so grateful to be 100% audience funded, which means we do not have to be beholden to reading you ads in the middle of our videos, and that is just the best. That is the best thing ever. We are so grateful for that, and thank you for allowing us to do this model. It just feels so much more human and real and good, quite frankly. I'm very grateful for it. Thank you. If you would like to join Patreon, there is a link in the video description, and in exchange, we post real-time updates on Patreon, which are never published anywhere else. With that, we will see you next Friday as we continue south to the sun.